Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you are all enjoying this beautiful Wednesday morning. All right, couple of stories to look at in this one. So we see the cat and mouse game between CWI, Barbados Cricket Association, and Guyana Cricket Board continues. Yes. Now we see where the president of CWI, Dr. Shallow, is saying that there will be a meeting. He's inviting Guyana Cricket Board, Barbados Cricket Association to a meeting to come and make their case. Come and talk to the people and let it be known exactly why they don't want to be on board with the new system that CWI is implementing. We're going to go down into that story. Plus, we're going to talk a little bit about the West Indies women. They lost the second ODI to Bangladesh women. So the series is now leveled at what? 1 apiece. So we're going to talk about those two stories. Give a listening ear until the end. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. All right. Let's get down into this first story. And I'm going to be doing some reading. So bear with me, my people. Going to be doing some reading with this one, right? So, CWI now. Taking it from the Sportsmax website. The headline says, "Come make your case. CWI President Shallow urges BCA and GCB to use special meeting to voice concerns as decision on governance reform inevitable." Right? So even though he's inviting them to come and make their claim or come and have their talk, their say, he's letting them know that with or without you, we're moving forward. Now, if you all want to be caught up with what's happening with this, you can check out the channel. I have a couple of videos dealing with this. So you go in the search bar of the channel and you can type in CWI versus Guyana Cricket Board or versus Barbados Cricket Association, and you will see about 2 or so videos pop up, where I was talking about it from the initial stage. This one, I'm just going to be sharing what's happening in the article here. So bear with me as I read. Now it says, Cricket West Indies President Dr. Shallow has emphasized that a special meeting scheduled for next month represents a critical opportunity for Barbados Cricket Association and Guyana Cricket Board to present their views on governance reform. Because remember, these two entities aren't on board with what Dr. Shallow and his team, what they're planning. So it says, however, Shallow has made it clear that the regional body intends to move forward with or without their input. I don't know if seeing something like this, they are even going to be motivated to come and give their input. So this is Shallow in quotation. This time, I can state with a measure of certitude that we are going to proceed and progress with governance reform at the special meeting. Right? The BCA and the GCB's absence from the December 6th meeting to vote on the Webby report recommendation, which was made by Jamaica businessman Dan Webble, resulted in the meeting being adjourned due to lack of quorum. So it says, despite this, Shallow remains committed to advancing the reform process. So this is Shallow now, and I quote, governance reform has been on the table for well over 2 years, and we have had meetings with stakeholders and other stakeholders. So there have been opportunities to discuss this matter, end quote for now. I tell you, my people, so Shallow is saying that, listen, we have had opportunities to discuss. The last time we were supposed to have more discussions, they didn't turn up. He went on to say, and I quote, however, this special meeting gives them another platform where they can come and present their case and convince the other stakeholders to understand and appreciate their positions. I urge them, and I have done so directly, and now I want to urge them publicly to come and attend the meeting and discuss these matters. End quote for now. So it says the BCA and the GCB have called for discussions to review how the CWI president and vice president are selected, including proposing a rotational policy for the presidency. But Shallow dismissed the idea as nonsensical. You know, on a rotational policy. All right, and unlikely to reduce the politics in cricket. So according to Shallow, his main thing is to try and reduce the whole politics thing where, this body is pushing their people and this body is pushing against that body and all kind of thing. One thing I will say, my people, I don't want it to be a case where they are proceeding without GCB and BC and Barbados Cricket Association. At the end of the day, both entities, they contribute greatly to West Indies cricket. I don't think we are at the level or at the stage where we can be moving ahead without partners. Obviously, you are going to be selecting players from Barbados and Guyana if they are at the level to be selected. But at the same time, you still want to make sure that the boards, you have the boards on board, no, so to speak. It's tough. It's tough. No, let's go a little further, right? So they said that said, he questioned the practicality of implementing such a system. He said particularly how a rotational presidency would function without introducing additional layers of political maneuvering, right? So this is him, and I quote, one of the excuses given for proposing this approach is to reduce the politics in cricket. And he said, how are you going to reduce it when nationally you are going to be selecting a candidate to be president? Right? So he's saying that sort of idea can't work. I tell my people it's really tough, because one would think that at this level where we're at, both well, not even both, all the all the governing bodies, both locally and the senior, the head CWI should be pushing in one direction. Obviously, they're going to have fallouts at sometimes, because some people want to make sure that they have people in making decisions, because I can tell my people, there are people there that really and truly believe that guys from their neck of the woods will be continues to be left out, even when they are capable or are qualified to play, right? So people, even though they are not saying it, people will always think that if they have people that can make a call or maneuver a certain way, then they will be able to shed light on players coming from their neck of the woods. Not saying that is what GCB and Barbados Cricket Association, are trying to accomplish, but let us see what's gonna happen next month when this meeting goes ahead, my people. So we're gonna move on. Now, the West Indies women, they were defeated by the Bangladesh women yesterday. West Indies women, they were bowled out for 124. Bangladesh women, they gave us a target of 184. Right, Bangladesh 184, they were bowled out for in 48.5 overs. Right, and our women, they were bowled out for 124 in 35 overs. So bowling for us, my people, wicket takers, Alain, she picked up 3 for 24. We saw Datin, Cherry and Fraser, who else now? And Fletcher, they all picked up a wicket apiece. Ramarak was on top with 4 for 33 from her 10 overs. So that is how the bowling department went for us. When it was time for our women to bat, Hayley Matthews, who scored a century in the first game, made 16. Campbell made 28. And we saw Alain with 15. At the back end there, Ramarak made 13. And Cherian Fraser, she got 18. No one else was able to get into double figures. As a result of that, we lost that game there by 60 runs. So series leveled at 1 apiece. Hopefully the women will be able to pull off the third one. So yeah, that is pretty much it for now. Big up.